Hi, I'm Patty. It's been over a month since I last came on here. Um, I got really sick on the 10th of October, in pain, nausea, vomiting. I couldn't keep anything down, nothing. My daughter took me to the emergency room, and found out I was very low on potassium and other things. And so they gave me IVs, they gave me stuff for pain. So I was able to go home like 6 hours later, and I was doing much better. I wasn't throwing up. The nausea pills they gave me was not, Zofran was not helping me. It actually made me want to throw up more. So I stopped taking those, and I slowly started eating a bland diet. So I was home Saturday and Sunday. Monday was my chemo chair, and everything went downhill. Everything. I'm not gonna lie to you people. I was okay. I ate that morning. They put an IV in me of one chemo type, and that morning I was taking pills for another type of chemo. I'd say within an hour, it was supposed to be 2.5 hours. So about an hour and a half, all of a sudden I was like, I couldn't focus on anybody. I was getting very, dizzy. Very dizzy. Like, if I look at you, you're not there, you're over there. My tongue became very heavy. Like, I almost couldn't talk. My pinky, these two fingers, became numb, but they already told me it was going to happen, so I was okay with that. They had me drink some water, and they said that when I drink water, it should feel like ice cubes, and they were right about that. So I was panicking about that, but the vision problem and the tongue not moving correctly, that was freaking me out. So they gave me something to relax me. And then when I was done, we went home. I seemed fine. That was Monday the 13th. Tuesday morning, I took my morning chemo pills again. So within an hour, I started throwing up and having diarrhea. And I expected, I was going to get nauseated, but nobody said that I would have a week of being this sick. I was sick. I was throwing up. I lost about 5 pounds. Constantly in the bathroom, constantly. And then finally on Friday, I think it was Friday. Maybe it was Wednesday, Thursday. It was Friday. My daughter took me into the emergency room again. I was out of it. I was out of it. I was to the point I was vomiting nothing. And I was in pain, very uncomfortable, about to pass out. Like I couldn't even carry on a conversation. So it took about an hour, and they checked me in. When they checked me in, they did all the blood tests and everything. Low potassium, low magnesium, low some other stuff. So they had to get me potassium right away through my IV. They gave me nausea meds. They did not give me Zofran because I told them, nope, that stuff don't work for me. You better give me something else. They gave me Ativan to help relax me. I couldn't take my bipolar meds, anxiety, or my depression meds. So they were giving me Ativan to help me calm. I was so freaking miserable. I felt like I was dying. So they assigned me internal medicine doctors. I had like 3, because I stayed the night. I stayed 2 nights and 3 days. I was okay because they were making me better. I had to start taking potassium by pill, because by IV, that stuff hurts so freaking bad. It hurts bad. But the internal medicine doctor said if I take it through my mouth, it'll get into my system a lot faster than going through the IV, and it won't hurt and be uncomfortable. So I said, even though I was afraid to throw up again, I said, okay, I'll do that. Whatever helps. I started feeling better after 24 hours in the hospital. My husband stayed the whole time. He didn't even have anywhere to sit or sleep or anything, and he stayed the whole time. He said he's not leaving till I leave. So within 2 days, I was a lot better. I was able to eat bland food again. Bland food is like oatmeal, like Cheerios, Jello, pudding, stuff like that. And then my last day I tried a grilled cheese sandwich. I was only able to eat half of that. I was very weak. I was so weak. So weak. Like, I could barely walk. So, I was able to go home. Talk to the doctor. All my problems is because of my cancer. And then they also called it chemo nausea. And I made a decision. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing chemo. Not if I'm going to be like that. And they verified that at least the first 7 days being on the chemo treatment, you're going to be sick. I can't do that. I can't be sick like that. No. I'd rather live my life and be happy and do things I want to do and eat food than to do a 20% chance that it might shrink my tumors. And I have so many tumors. And it's not worth it to me. I'm sorry. I'm going to go through hell, I know. But at least until then, I'm going to be able to do normal stuff and not be sick every hour, every minute. Some people works. My sister-in-law had breast cancer, and she's gotten the really strong stuff, and she made it through it. I can't do that, people. I can't. It was horrible. It was not worth it for me. I have found more. I'm on palliative care now. I met with those doctors yesterday, and they said that they're going to do everything they can to make me comfortable. And that's the only thing I'm concerned with. Found out my gynecologist, what's going to happen is my stomach's going to expand a lot to the point where the cancer's going to squish my intestines. And there's going to come a point where I'm going to have to, he said, put some kind of plug in, maybe a bag. In the end, I'm not going to be able to go to the bathroom through my intestines. So what I'm figuring is, I'm probably going to starve to death. Well, I'm not going to starve to death, but I'm not going to get enough nutrition, so I'm going to lose even more weight. But I'll keep you guys up to date because I have looked everywhere to find out step by step how people and their lives are ending with this kind of cancer. I think knowledge is power, and I wish I had more knowledge, but I guess I'm going to be an experiment onto myself. Okay, guys, talk to you later.